Welcome, 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 everyone, and come in. Let's see where Zoka mind is at today. Let's see, let's check it out. And let me know, do you feel Zoka is emotionally gone?
We need psychological help. Little Debbie is the one that should be behind bars. This the real poison in the communities. You put the drug in the community and put somebody behind bars for selling it and dealing it when you put it in there, but you put in these poisonous as foods in our community. It's the real person that should be behind bars. Look at this. This is why we have putting this in your body is not loving yourself.
Let's look at the ingredients. Enriched bleached flour. Wheat flour. Is it bleached or is it wheat? Wheat. You know what I mean? Bleached. Why would you put anything that's bleached in your body? Reduced iron, thiamine, montrinate. Okay, vitamin. Biofalvin. Dextrose. Cornstarch. Stearyl lactate. Calcium carbonate. Agor-titan. What is these? They tell us what's in this food, and we put it in our sacred bodies. We feed this to our mind, and we don't even know what this is. This is genetically modified food. They are modifying the blueprint, the information in this food. You don't know what kind of stuff they put in here. They put in your mind, they put in your body, they put in your DNA, in your cells. What is this? Look these words up and know what you put in your body. Artificial flavors. You know what artificial mean? Artificial means fake. So if you are what you eat and you put in fake stuff in your body, what that make you?
No type of psychological help. Not able to go outside because of COVID. So as you live your little life, remember, there's always someone going through it worse than you. We can get so trapped into our small, subjective, alter egos when we have to zoom out of ourselves and think about, wait, let me think about the collective, Let me think about if I take from nature, what is that doing for the collective?
Right, welcome.
If I keep on taking more than I give back, what is that doing to my body? As I observe Babylon and the tendencies of this people, the people are very dirty.
Hey, me, the great one, welcome.
Very dirty. And believe anything the media tells them to believe. The minds of my people have been so programmed and brainwashed, traumatized, that we found comfort in the slave master's home. Let's remember where we come from. We came from a space and time where we ruled, where we upheld morals and principles, divine knowledge of self. We understood ourselves to a T. We understood our minds. We understood that we were the observer of our reality. We understood that we should treat our neighbor and treat ourselves with high regard.
What? Say, ooh, that was a good one. Let's make some sense back into it.
That was a good one, Zoka. That was a good one. Slap a bitch back to sense. Like, stop wasting our fucking time making this shit about you, ho. This about me. Rub my motherfucking legs and my toes and suck on my toes. Bitch, fuck you. And you can say it's abuse, but please leave. Can she please just leave me alone then?
We understood that we should take care of nature, that we should be its protectors and providers. and not allow anything to come and rape and pillage nature. But we went so far left from the reality of the situation that we are torturing our own selves with our lack of understanding and ignorance. It infuriates me because the people are in this system are so stuck in cognitive dissonance, not allowing yourself to pull yourself out of your own beliefs. Rather, get some new clothes. Let's work on the mind first. Because if the world ends today and I'm in the middle of Babylon, I'm okay because I've done the work within my mental. I am still doing the work and I still have issues that I have to overcome. It is not easy. The spiritual journey is not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody and their mama would be doing it. But not everybody and their mama's doing it. It's only 6 people. It's only 6 people proclaiming the kingdom of God in hell. But you go to church, right? You go to church and you praise an external Jesus, Jesus. You praise this figure that you were told about by name. We don't question anything. It's like we don't question anything, and we see a black man attempting, trying, doing something that no one has done, and we have the right to criticize and judge him.
Luckily, I have more love for myself than you do. So my love is unconditional. Because I'm going to love you even if I whip your ass. You dig?
Push 3.
I'm an apex predator, nigga. I'm Dharma. I'm karma, nigga. I'm the most patient predator you'll ever meet in your life. You'll never see me coming. I'm light years and dimensions beyond your mind. You couldn't touch me if you touch me. Most of y'all don't even know me. I'm behind a screen, motherfucker. I call upon excellence. I call upon upright justice. Look at this hoe. Look how she put her eyes black on the screen.
Oh, okay.
No. But you know, why would you even play with that? Right? Subconsciously, it's not conscious, baby. You're doing this on a subconscious level. You're saying, white man, come save me. You're not even knowing you're doing it. That's how deeply rooted it is.
May I be excused to wipe my face off?
No, I want you to understand how deep our curses are. It's beyond conscious awareness. That's why you need somebody to point this shit out when you do it. And that's what I did with Velvet. I pointed it out. Like, see, that's it right there. We went deep. And the deeper we go into the healing process of healing the psyche from after slavery, from after white supremacy, do you know how much I already did the work? I'm doing the work now.
Well, how about you and your perfect self? Well, let me not say perfect, because we all are perfect, but your flawless self, and you go on the camera and live your life with your camera flipped the other way around and see what type of backlash you get. Because I best believe that's all that you pointed out within us, all within you pointed out within Eligio. You got probably the same problems. And it's us black people, we are doing the work for you. I'm your higher self. My king is your higher self. He has awakened me so that I can spread this message too. You will not stop this message. You will never stop this message because God is going to come and bring forth its will. You cannot stop its nature that's happening. Time is on our side. I'm on the winning side. We are the underdogs. All y'all can keep slaying a whole bunch of hate. Keep living your lives like you're not aware and lucid in this dream. But it will all reveal to you at the end of the day who the king is, who will reign in the end, because of the way nature works. It's all facts. We speak only facts. We're not speaking no subjective shit. Like I can pull up, I got my little mini Bible because I believe in this Bible, right? This is basic instructions before leaving Earth, right? So people can put all their energy and their whole existence in this book and live life from here. What do you mean by that? No, that's not what it says. No. But not knowing this is a science book. Not knowing that this is a whole book of healthy perspectives that we can utilize and use for our traumas, for our ignorance. But we don't want to use things for our ignorance. We want to just keep falling asleep, keep being subjective to what the system gives us, and then end up acting like victims. The world don't owe you nothing. The white men don't owe you nothing. It was all karmic. It was all aligned for you to see who you are at the end of the day. You know? We point out the white supremacy, right? We say white supremacy so that you can understand the game that's being played. There's a game and there's an offense and a defense playing out right now.
Welcome.
There's a winning side and there's a losing side right now.
Poor girl gone.
We're the winning side, so you know. These two parts are playing, so we have to put things in character roles. But in the higher state of that, of white supremacy and black people and slavery, there's another perspective higher than that, knowing that you are God. You are a piece of God experiencing itself subjectively, playing a trick on yourself to make sure that you do not wake up from this dream. Because once you wake up from this dream, you will start to manipulate this reality and do it. It would do what you want it to do.
There is nobody in jail that ain't supposed to be in jail.
All it is mind power. It's all mental. But we have been poisoned mentally as a people. So you can't even take control of your mind because of the program that is running within you. You see what I mean? And you have to go out into the sun, go into the beach, get some fresh fruit, some fresh vegetables, eat from the land to even start the process of awakening yourself. Start there. Take your wig off your head. Please. Take your wig off your head. You don't need to be wearing nobody else's hair. You have the best hair on the planet, black woman, black men. Stop shaving your hair. Stop putting weaves in your hair because this hair, your antenna, the melanated, it connects to the source. Your hair is an antenna. It is an extension of your nervous system. You are melanated for a reason. But why do you think that this existence told you to hate yourself, told you that you were 3/4 of a person, told you that your hair was nappy, told you that dark skin wasn't pretty? Big nostrils and big lips, ew. Let's put the white girl hair in, and now we cute. Let's put contacts on our eyes, but your eyes are supposed to be melanated. This allows you to talk to God. This allows you to channel source because you are God. But as long as we allow ourselves to be influenced by the masses and not be a leader, you will be easily mind controlled. They're mind controlling you.
Welcome.
Y'all say I'm brainwashed. I'm under mind control, and I want to understand how because I'm awake. I'm clearly awake, and I'm working on my stuff. Like reality, I'm really working on myself. It's hard when you're faced with yourself, right? Because on this journey, it's not just about going into the tropics and eating fruit from the land. It's bigger than that. That's only steps. It's levels to this shit. I'm telling you. This reality is very deep, and we allow ourselves to stay on the surface of things. And you will never leave this earth plane and elevate to a higher realm of existence if you keep thinking on the surface. And if you keep being mind controlled by the masses, by the news, by the radio, by the social media, by stars. It is not that. By religion. We have to be scientific. We have to be based in facts, okay? We have to slow down. Wait a second. Let's think about this real quick. What is water? Okay. What is food? Okay. What is clouds? Okay. What is a tree? What is the sun? Let's go and quiz and let's go study these things, because we've never really studied the way we should study. We never really went into the knowledge of science like we should have. Because when you're in school, they teach you what they need you to, only things they need to teach you for you can be a good law-abiding citizen. Stay in line. Don't get out of line. These are your color codes. You're in red today. Oh, you're doing pretty good. You're in yellow. Oh my God, excellent. Welcome. You're in green today. Good job. You get a golden star. But when you're doing something so-called bad as a child, you're reprimanded, you're excluded, you're put in detention, you're isolated. You are punished for just expressing the naturalness and purity of yourself. Running around butt naked. Oh my God, put some clothes on. Ew. We sexualize everything. Are y'all the perverts? Because you sexualize everything? Children want to be natural. They want to be free. They want to express themselves how they should without your influence. But let's realize something real quick. When we were growing up, we were programmed by our mothers and our fathers and our grandmothers and our aunts and our uncles and our other neighboring peers, telling us that
Hey, coffee.
this is right and this is wrong.
Baby.
This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. If you do what you shouldn't do, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to go to jail. You're going to this is going to follow your record for the rest of your life. You won't get a job. You won't be able to survive. You're going to end up homeless. You're going to get a disease. They put all of these spells on you. As you're growing up and developing, they put all this fear on you. They put all these lies on you. Not knowing when you were a child, you were already what you needed to be. You were already what you needed to be. But that's not how easy it is in this existence. You have to put obstacles in front of you to make sure that what you apply yourself to, what you dedicate yourself to, is truly that and only that. For me, there's nothing else to do but to proclaim this kingdom of God. And the kingdom of God is for me to speak this knowledge with due emphasis, proudly. I'm fine with being persecuted. I'm fine with not being liked by you, because I don't even want to be liked by you. I'm fine. My chief is fine. You will never change my mind, because I know what this reality is. Either you do or you don't. But hurry up and get it before it go up in smoke. Because you're looking at 3 God like he a joke. But we will see who has the last laugh. I'll be glad as you sit in remorse and sad. Regret, which is a state of hell. I'll be in the state of everlast, because this is a chance and opportunity. Life will put you on your ass just to see how you get up, how you respond, how you react. Keep the morals and principles, or can the devil just take you like that? When the wind blows, will you fall? If you stumble, will you keep on walking at all? The narrow road is so thin. Once you go on there, there ain't no way to go back. Only through it. There ain't nothing else but to do it.
This girl gone. Ain't nothing.
We must bring a common unity. to this immunity, a disease that's within you and me, so that we can elevate our minds from the damned. Would you rather see the system go up in smoke? Would you believe them? Would you rather see a meteor hit a city? Would you change then? You probably won't. But it's okay. I'm here as a savior, as a helper, as a servant, as a slave to God. Many people don't fear the Lord. They don't fear the law. You think you have free will. It's just mind-boggling to me that people can be so asleep. What is the point of keep speaking this message? No one's listening. Who is gonna change? Like you really gotta change. And it's like this journey is hard because it's literally an always a death and a rebirth. My heart goes out to my people because they're in jail. There's women on the street. There's homeless people. There's no place for them to lay their head at nighttime. People are on drugs, bro. Because they're trying to cope with the pain that they have. And they don't have no answers. And we sitting here. The Messiah has been sitting here to literally help us. But we lock him away because of our own ignorance and self-hatred. And I don't want to do nothing else with my life. I will not live in a home.
I have the case number. It's 22D10470.
Thank you. And you're here on behalf of the plaintiff or the tenant?
The tenant.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, are you a tenant also?
No, ma'am. I am his fiance. I'm handling his business affairs.
Okay, thank you.
Girl, what? Fiance.
All right, Ms. Portia Wade, you're here on behalf of Mr. Bishop.
Yes, that is.
Does, you know? That's what the Christ does. We should all be trying to live like Jesus. We should all be trying to live an upright, moral life. And I have a Cancer moon, so I really, really want to help people. I really am a humanitarian. Like, my Venus is an Aquarius, so anybody that looks like they need help, I would sacrifice myself for you. And it hurts me a lot to see my people in pain. It hurts me a lot to see that we don't have no type of awareness of what is going on within our minds. The type of enslavement that we are under. The type of trauma that we do not even realize. And we have a Messiah here that is here to help us. Real shit. Really help you with your shit. Really apply science to your life. And he gets stabbed in the back.
Hey, my babies.
He gets put in jail. We all got our flaws. We all got our issues. Don't mean you should hate the next person, because for those same measures you judge me, for them same measures you judge him, you will be judging yourself upon those same measures. So make sure you be compassionate. Make sure you treat people like you want to be treated. And if somebody treats you wrong, it's the hardest thing. This is the hardest thing. If somebody treats you wrong, don't give them the same energy. That is the hardest thing I believe on this path is being the bigger person and being loved at absolute at all times. And this is what my chief shows me all the time, how big his heart is. It don't matter what nobody does to him. He's always going to open his heart up to you and be honest with you and be transparent with how he feels and be like, you know what? This is how I feel. And people just take from him. Like, I've taken a lot from Chief. Like, he didn't have to have me in his life. He didn't have to open his doors up, but I brought a lot of my traumas to him like everybody do. We bring a lot of our issues to other people's lives. Like, okay, oh, welcome. I have pain. Are you able to deal with this pain that I got? Are you able to deal with these unhealed traumas that I got? And I'm glad to say that I'm healed, bruh. Yeah, I got issues. Like, I got emotions that I get angry. I get upset at times. I get very emotional. I'm still working on myself, but trauma-wise, I'm healed. I have all the perspectives and healthy perspectives on why things happen to me and why I did it to myself, because no one is doing nothing to you. No one is your enemy. You are your biggest enemy. I promise you that. I promise you that everything is going to be okay for you. I promise, as long as you keep your mind in a healthy perspective, everything will come to you that you need. I promise you that all you need is God and God's words and the knowledge, the 5 sciences. I promise you that is really going to break this reality and help you not stay in such a subjective play of existence. I promise you, without this knowledge, I will be lost, confused, and just like you. I will be just like you. And I apologize if my actions have steered you away from this message and this truth. That's what I'm working on. I'm here to do better. I apologize for how I might have responded and how I might have looked on camera when I'm going through my shit. But everything I've done on my journey, I did because I wanted to. Everything that I experienced, I needed to experience because that was just my program. And I'm thankful for it because I feel like I'm being reborn. I've been through many deaths. I've been through many rebirths. And that's what life is. Life is a constant evolution. So make sure you're always evolving yourself. Make sure when you feel low down and depressed and like there's nothing else for you to do, please go to Nature Boy TV and just listen. Just listen. Take away everything attached to the person and listen to the knowledge. Listen to the word. That is going to keep you. That is going to keep you. I promise you. Any pain or trauma or anger that you have, understanding is at the next, right? We open that door, you make a change, you do something, take your hair out, take your weave out, take your eyelashes out. Take your makeup off. Even if you got blemishes. I got blemishes on my skin. My skin ain't perfect. Y'all see my skin. I had hives. My skin was breaking out everywhere. And I still went through it. Like, I still was like, okay, this is just a point in time. It looked crazy. I know, but I'm going through a death and rebirth. I'm realizing things about myself I didn't know. So just keep your head up, you know. Send Poppy, send Eligio some messages on Securus of encouraging words, you know, because he is a black man in jail. You know, he's somebody's son. He's somebody's son. Treat him like he's somebody's son. You know, when you look at people as children, it's really hard to hold on to hate. It's really hard to, because your child state starts to resonate with the other person's child state, you know, and it starts to bring unity and understanding, because we're all children at heart. We just started to grow accustomed to putting up this wall or this shield of defense or strength of, I got it by myself. I don't need nobody. I'm independent. I don't need nobody. Fuck you. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah, F that. That's easy, but it's hard to say, I miss you. It's hard to say, I feel excluded. It's hard to say, I just want you to do better. It's hard to be vulnerable. It's easy to put up a wall. But that child state is that vulnerable state. That's where your true strength is. Keep going. You are beautiful. You are on the right path. Even if you're on the wrong path, let this bring awareness to you to be like, okay, I can change a little something, something. I don't gotta stay the same all the time, you know? Can you talk about mental disorders? Your skin is gorgeous. I love myself. I'm thankful, Kaja. It's really the sunlight. That's why I go outside and get some go outside and get some UVA, even though we're in the States, UVA, UVB, and allow yourself to touch the earth, you know? How am I? I'm doing okay. I'm learning how to balance my emotions and speak through them. Oh my God. Like literally, that's really, really hard. Props to my Messiah because he feels so deeply. He's all water. Like his body is so soft and absorbent of energy, but he communicates it all. He outlets it. And I'm just learning how to not react like this, like to emotions, but to respond like, wait, hold on, how'd that make me feel? Okay, that made me feel like this, and talk about it. You know, converse about it. So I feel like I'm learning how to balance my energies, emotions. Um, talk about mental orders and mental health. Everyone has mental disorders. I believe everyone has issues because we've all been through some shit. Okay. We all got some type of pain, some type of trauma, some type of emotions. We all been, even if you haven't in your life and your life been good with a silver spoon in your mouth, you've been in the suburbs, your genetics still, your mother and your father are playing out within your genetics, and that's still coming out. You still feeling their pain because you as a child or you growing up as a next generation, you are here to heal those unhealed generational curses, you know? So we all have disorders. So if you feel like you have a disorder or something, don't feel bad about it. Don't be ashamed about it, you know? It's okay. We all got problems. For the next person to judge you, that's just on that person. And how to deal with it is just apply the knowledge to your life. Like sit there, listen to the knowledge, and allow yourself to know that I'm the observer of my reality. You know, how I respond is how it's supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be. I'm not going to. There are ways that you have to respond. That's aligned with morals and principles, right? So we have to allow ourselves to want to change for the betterment. You know, because it's easy to be like, well, I'm like this, my program like this, I'm just gonna be like this. But there's always zenith to you. There's a north node to you. So with these mental health disorders, don't get too attached to the Google or to what the doctor says or what the prescription says. Don't enclose yourself in that realm or that perspective, because that is a cap too on your frequency, when you should allow yourself to be like, wait, I respond like this, I might have Tourette's, like I might do something weird, like I might be like and then start being normal. It's okay. There's no type of word for something like that. It's just how you express your energy. We always try to label and categorize something, but in reality we just have to accept each other as a people and bring understanding to one another, not judging or outcasting. No, that's not the right thing to do.
I'm trying to make you my bottom bitch. Malia, let me tell you something, Malia. Can I tell you something, baby? None of y'all hoes is on my level. And that's the idea. The idea is to take the average bitch and make her powerful. I want the average woman. You doing your own thing? Or is it three? If you do your own thing, then I'm out of balance. Right?
So why are you doing that? No. Always the left eye. The left eye represents your vagina, motherfucker. Big purr. Burr.
You know? So I would say accept yourself. Don't believe so harshly on what they say this mental disorder is. Don't believe it. Know that I am this. Look at your astrology. This is the best way to know thyself, is looking at your astrological program. My Messiah, my master teacher, teaches me that you can go to different websites and study your astrology. You can go to AstroSeek, Astromatrix, and Tarot.com. And you can get this information and put in your birth time, put in your time of the date you was born, and the location. And this will help you read about yourself, because it's the most amazing thing when you're sitting there reading about yourself and who you are as a person. They're like, wait, I didn't know I was like this. I'm really like this. Okay, cool. Now I can see what things help me and see what things don't help me, so that I can evolve my soul. You know, I'm not supposed to be stuck in the same type of realm all the time. I'm supposed to be leveling up my mind consciously. This is all a conscious realm of existence, so I should be able to know what is fake and what is real. You feel me? So that's what I'm going to be speaking on today. Any more questions? Zoka, I love this energy for you. You may fall down when we get up. Hey, like that song? We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. Hey, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. Yeah. A sinner is just a saint that didn't give up, you know? So, yeah, y'all need to call like the Cal County or something and be like, you guys did that free 3 times because he been in there 5 months. Call the persecutor's office. If you really pushing 3, like call the persecutor's office, blow them up, be like, y'all did free 3 times. That girl lying. That girl lying. Y'all need to free him. He been there for 5 months. That should be illegal. I didn't know I had comments on, but that's probably why it's so peaceful right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get off, because I feel like I gave in a gem. Whoever needed it, it was for me. It was for you, but it was for me. It was for you. I'm getting back to myself, and this feels good. This feels good. I'm getting back to my center, because after being in that can be another download. Oh, talk about relationships. Y'all want to talk about relationships? Another download. I can do that. Yeah, mind your business. That's why I skipped your question. Mind your business. Like I said, you get on camera and you flip your camera around. You all up in my business. I don't even know you. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know you. You ask me where I'm at. Like, do I know you? Are we friends? Da, da, da. No, it's not me getting back to myself without Eligio. Well, maybe that's why nature made it be that so. But I feel like during my isolation process of me coming into this journey, I should have took more time to myself. I shouldn't have rushed into a relationship. I should have really sat with me and know my center, so that when I'm interacting with other people, I won't absorb their energy to the point where I'm losing myself, you know? And that's what I've done in a relationship. I lost myself. So now I'm gaining myself back. And my true self is actually truly aligned with Eligio, like really like aligned, and aligned with my sisters and my true frequency family. Like we aligned on the same, but it's when we get out of cadence with our true authentic self that we start to be misled into illusions.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's about it. Anybody want to call in, talk to me? But I might just get out because I think you had enough of my energy, and I feel really good, and I just want to probably sit in this feeling and write and sing. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I love myself. Remember that 3 God is in jail. In jail, nigga. Like he really in jail for 5 months. That shit don't make no sense. It don't make no sense that he's in jail for 5 months. You guys have to literally sit there and like, if you was in COVID isolation for 5 months, how would you feel? You know? Don't nobody deserve to be in prison. I don't care. No, nobody deserved that. Nobody deserved to be isolated from population and just thrown away in a cage. What? That ain't cool, bruh. And then a woman can just say something and that goes. A woman can say, yeah, he did it. And then you go to jail. That's how you know this is hell. That's how you know the system is fraudulent. Because there's no reason why he should be in jail. There's no reason why. It's far beyond the charges at hand. It's because of the knowledge that he speaks.
Oh.
I just want to let you know. Whenever you're a truth speaker, you ain't gonna have no friends. You're gonna be persecuted, and yeah. So that's just how it is. Yes, it's just a test. I know it's just a test, and I'm seeing myself through this test. And everybody else is seeing themselves because everybody else is also being tested. That's alongside in carbonation. That is a family. So everybody's being revealed to themselves and how you treat. Let's just look at this. When you look at Eligio, just look at him as a mirror, right? And whatever you feel pop up within you is you. Okay? So whenever you look at him and you feel like, ooh, I don't like that. That's something within you that's convicted by his presence. Or you feel this sense of losing, like, oh, I'm is that what I'm supposed to be like? It scares me. You're supposed to be like, wait, hold on. What is this? Let me understand it. Let me not judge and criticize it and throw it away and be like, what? Why you got that type of emotion? You even know me. But nobody wants to talk. Okay, I get it. Don't you think it's crazy we have to pay for water? Like, they go to the lakes in the glaciers and they say, we're going to pump all this up with a tube for free. And they come back to you, put in plastic bottles, which isn't good for us, whatever. They pump it in plastic bottles and they give it to you and say, here, $3, $2.
Well, go get it yourself.
And they got it for free.
But go get it yourself for free. Just
start questioning life. That's all I say. That's all for today. Love myself, Sister Aura. I don't know. I love myself. Peace to all the guys and goddesses. Share this live. Go to Nature Boy TV. Watch all the downloads because I promise you, you will wake up from your slumber. I love myself. Peace. Free 3.
Now, Malia is not 100% my body because she's an average bitch you meet at Walmart. All of these bitches are. These are niggas that work at Best Buy. This nigga probably work at the tire shop. This nigga probably work at a barber, whatever. Nigga, the average person, I'll turn them into kings and queens. You know why? Because I'm a god. That's all I can do. All I can do is project who I am. And what you're watching here, the order, the structure, is something beyond your time. It's something straight out of a book. You think I'm crazy,
You are.
but it's history repeating itself.
What's the lifestyle of those black characters? What is it teaching your child to really be? It's a bunch of fairy tale, somebody from the outside into our affairs. But we don't view the European man as the outside. We're in bed with him. We work for him. We give them our kids every day when we send our kids to school. When we homeschool our children, we feed our children his knowledge, his information. We feed ourselves what he says in this Bible that
now here she go.
printed and gave to us. And don't get me wrong, of course, there's some truth, but there's a lot of lies, and we don't know how to interpret the truth out of it because we're living a lie. So most people that are into religious practice and have dedicated themselves to being students in the school system, in the education system, don't know nothing more than what they've been taught by this European mind. They don't know nothing more than what they've been programmed to think. And they don't want to do anything different because they sitting comfortable. They sitting pretty, especially black women. It's harder for black men. That's why most black men turn to streets or something else as a means to get money, to hustle, or black men turn into entertainers or something as athletes and stuff like that, because the only way they're going to make it by is if they submit to the domestication of the system. If they submit and they say, okay, well, I'll prance around, I'll dance for you, I'll sing for you, I'll rap for you. And the only way that they're going to make it in the entertainment game is if they, once again, going against each other. As long as we making music about killing each other, your music gonna sell. As long as we, shooting that ball and doing that, you gonna make it. But if you gonna try to do anything that isn't in alignment with who we want you to be, we gonna lock you up. So you can't be a real man in this system. And the woman not really understanding that, she then turns on her own man and becomes just like becomes just like the European, telling him, if you don't do this and if you don't do that, I don't want you, because she has that option now that she don't want or need you. And that's very spirit.
What is they doing?
That very spirit is in me, is in all black women, and she can't deny that. Because she's seen it, she's breathed it, it's in her genetics, it is her. And that's why you see women come and say, oh, I commit myself to living in truth and being the change that the world needs to see, showing black women how upright that we need to be, how we need to respect our men, how we need to get back to our original roles as caretakers, as nurses, as nurturers of our family. How we need to get back into our natural
all this noise going
order.
on in
And the moment that things start to trigger that generational curse within them that says, I don't need nobody, they go running right back to that which condones that behavior. And there's a whole support system behind that, because most women and most people agree with that. They agree with that. Most of these women don't got men. So why would they want to see you serving a man, having respect for a man, a black man that fully is okay and comfortable with his masculinity, and that expresses himself? Why would they ever want to see you worship that man as you should? Why would they ever want to see that? They want you to come back down to their level. These women, these people, not even just women, want you to come back to that level. I mean, it amazes me. It's amazing to me that
She got a dot on her head.
even IG, even Instagram advertises and suggests images and videos to me of Black women with white men.
Look at Master True in the
pictures with Black women with white men, because they know I'm a Black woman, right? The algorithm knows I'm a Black woman. So what do? They suggest to me white
Baby
men.
daddy in the comments.
Why would you suggest to me something other than what I am? Because a typical Black female is already thinking of herself as something that she's not. She got on a whole nother person's hair. She got on a whole nother person's whole persona. She's not herself. The Black woman is not herself. She does not identify with being Black. She doesn't identify with her natural, kinky, dark hair. She doesn't identify with her natural body before and after having children and nursing children. She doesn't identify with that part of herself when all that she sees projected out to her in the media is some fairy tale character. And that's why representation is not what matters. It's what we are represented, what we are seeing in that representation. Why are we still talking about, oh, representation matters? Yay, we got a Black Ariel. Finally, oh my gosh. And the kids are so easily programmed that all we're showing them is that you're only going to be accepted if you do what white people do. You're only going to be accepted if you're through the European eyes. You're not going to get you're not going to get no movies, no media about a Black woman in her natural role, in her natural essence, respecting a Black man, and you know,
what
and
are you
being
talking
a
about?
mother, in cultivating culture, like because Black people don't got no culture. Black people don't got no culture.
What?
African American people are just identify themselves as Americans, which they identify themselves as white people.
What?
Black people don't got no culture, don't got no name. What is your name? Think about your name. Your first and last name. What is your last name? That ain't your name.
What's my
we
name?
We would never have names like that, like those names that we've been given. The people that we think that we are is not who we really are. Well, who we identify ourselves with is not what we really truly are. We're living in a false perception of self. We're living in a whole different ego than what we actually are. It's amazing to me. And like I said, Black women, because I'm a Black woman, I know this for a fact, that we are given a false sense of power over the Black man, over anybody, because they know, my lower self knows that the Black man is the most powerful thing on this planet. He's the most powerful person on this planet. He is so powerful, and that's why it's so necessary to keep him asleep, to keep him docile, to keep him locked up, to keep him torn from his family, from the knowledge of himself, to keep him apart, to keep him divided, to keep him going against himself and killing himself. Whatever it is, to not allow him to be in his natural self. Whatever it is, to keep him far away from his natural self, because if he knew who he truly was, he'd know he's the most powerful thing on this planet. He would know that he is the most powerful person on this planet. Things that he would do.
Ariel to
he wouldn't have to be violent. He wouldn't have to do any of that. But the things that he would do, he would definitely not support this system. A real divine Black man would not support this system, and so he wouldn't be able to jump around and throw a basketball into a hoop. He wouldn't be able to make music for these no. And when he get all this money, and if he did, and he got all this money, he will be getting all this money for a purpose. For a divine purpose. Not to keep building within the system and giving back to the system.
The whole crew.
Not a true divine Black man. So they don't want the Black man to know who he is. Your lower self doesn't want you to know who you truly are. And the Black woman, you definitely should know who you truly are, because then you put that Black man on in his place by coming to your rightful place. You would know, like, I value my man. I value him so much because I value myself that I would never disrespect him. I would never go against him.
Oh, God.
The fact that it's so easy for the black woman to go against the black man shows you that we don't even love our true selves. Why is it that we go against our very own self? We don't see the black man as a reflection of ourselves. Why? Because we've been brainwashed. God damn it, we think that the reflection of ourselves is somebody that has a suit and fucking tie on. Because we're sitting in the office all sedity, sitting pretty. Oh, I'm a boss chick. I'm a bad chick. I'm a boss chick. I got enough money to get my hair done, nails done, and everything costs over $100. It's so easy. It's so easy. That's why most people are doing it. It's harder to commit to the truth and righteousness and stand up on truth and righteousness. It's hard to do that. It's so easy to pack your bags. I'm going back to the system. I'm gonna go back to doing what my mom is doing, what I seen everybody else do. Black power, though. Representation matters, though. I'm gonna teach my children that they're beautiful around a bunch of shit that's teaching them that they're not. I'm gonna teach my children who they really are around a bunch of other shit that's teaching them about that shit not true. How you gonna do that? It don't make no sense. Oh, but I don't want to. I don't fuck with her daddy though. I don't fuck with his dad. Oh, you got all these children, but showing them that a man is not valuable. So what do they end up being? How are you gonna complain about a man not being who you want him to be, but you're raising them? You're raising them. You are the mother.
Look who talking.
And it's still, that's why they always say it starts with the mother, because the mother is the first teacher. So don't tell me about, these men ain't nothing. They not doing it. They not doing that. Nah, because it's something that you ain't did within the household.
That's right.
That you really should have been
true
doing.
At.
If you don't take responsibility
We're
now,
at. We're true.
Then it's gonna be the same thing. You just gonna repeat the cycle. And I'm tired of repeating the cycle. Ain't you tired of seeing the cycle? I was tired of seeing the cycle when I was 10. When I see my mom doing all this, I'm like, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you could buy any bag you want. Yeah, you could buy me everything I want. But damn, you killing yourself. Why?
So
we don't got no daddy. Why? They don't make no sense. I don't want to see that same thing reflected in my life. And I could say that consciously, but I have to consciously be aware of myself every single day because this shit is in my genetics to go against my very own self. So that's why it's so hard for people to stay on the righteous path, because everything in them, bro, everything in you want to go back into a regular ass life because that's what you've been programmed genetically. But there's a part there, dude, what's running through these veins right here is indigenous. I know that for a fact because I could never give my energy to my lower self. Are you fucking kidding me? I leave that to y'all slaves. I leave that to the slaves. I ain't no motherfucking slave. I'm not slaving and breaking my back and my bones for somebody that don't even give a fuck about me. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about my chief, but he is the realest. He is the realest because he said, nah, I'm not going to serve this system. I'm not going to give my energy to this system. I'm not. He said, I'm not.
All right.
You know how hard it is for a black man to actually do that with what we've been programmed to believe? Most of y'all didn't even want to do that. Most of y'all sat on the screen and just watched it.
Now you see why I said they cannot come back to my house. If they are that program, no, you cannot come back to my house just to stay in my house and run, and they're going to turn around and leave and run right back to that man whenever he comes out. No, and no. See all this crap they talking? She talking all this crap like she was you good to True or was you not good to True? Because True is not there with you. So what happened? What happened, girlfriend?
Just do it. That's why I don't give a fuck about what y'all think about me. Because y'all just sat on the screen on the other side and watched us do it. Y'all sat and watched us in the jungle. That's what y'all did. You sat and watched me. You sat and watched us. That's what you did. I don't give all the opinions and how y'all feel. I don't care because you sat and watched. We actually went out there and made the mistakes. Did everything that we had to do. Made the mistake. Did certain. That didn't work out. Okay, let's try this. That didn't work out. And but at least we went out there and did it. At least we doing it. At least we ain't giving up on it.
What are you doing?
Look at all the people that fell off. Look at all the people that gave up on something that was supposed to be their dream. That was supposed to be the truth to them. that they committed themselves to.
Mm-mm.
Look at all the people that gave up on being the change that the world needed to see and be. Look at all the people that gave up on that. It's so much easier to conform, right?
Sound y'all.
It's so much easier to lock us up, right? Oh, lock him up. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to deal with now, right? The truth is still here. It's still in your ear. It ain't going nowhere.
And he didn't
You still
give it
gotta
to
face
us.
it. You can't lock up the truth. You still gotta face it. You gotta face that you ain't shit. You gotta face that you've been
Look who
programmed to not
talking.
think that you're shit. And you've been programmed to think
Exactly, Nikki.
that who you think that you are is powerful. Oh, within this system, you think that you're powerful because you got all the money, right? You could do whatever that you want to do with your money, right? You got it like that, right?
Public.
Don't you know that when we was indigenous living on the land that it wasn't that cool to be flashing some of the things that we flexing about now. It wasn't that cool. We was more in tune with the earth. That's was our riches. Our riches was life. The shit that we flashing and flexing about now wasn't that cool. That wasn't cool to us. The shit that we think is cool now is because we living in a low state of mind.
Oh, Lord.
That's why we think it's so cool.
She's speaking.
Snap out of it. Wake up, my people. That's why I commit to this journey. That's why I commit to what I do, because there ain't no reason there's no other reason to live. If I'm not speaking this truth, if I'm not being this truth, I don't have no life. That's how I feel. That's what I know. If you're not speaking eternal life, what are you being?
Bye. I'm
speaking to the chosen. You ain't gonna hear me if you're not.
Damn right.
You ain't gonna hear me if you're not. I'm speaking to the chosen.
You got that right.
It's okay if you don't understand. This ain't for you. It's not for a lot of people.
No.
A lot of y'all, it's not for y'all. Like I said, y'all just some watchers. Y'all just sit and watch other people do the shit that you could never have the courage to do. That's what a lot of y'all
What
are.
are you doing,
Remember this. A lot of people ain't gonna make it, because they'd rather sit and watch other people fail and say, "Oh, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it. Well, you should do it like this. You're not doing it." Bitch, you ain't got up and did nothing.
Doing?
We ain't doing
You don't even have a profile picture. Who are you doing? What are you doing? In my real life, I'm being, nobody sees it. It's not effective.
Which I did.
It's not effective. Nobody sees it. So it's for nothing. Your life means nothing. You recorded all of this for what? You look back and you should be sad. You should feel bad about the way that you spent all your breath. All your breath was spent being mediocre.
So are you.
I could never be you. Just like I could never be in my lower self. I could never.
You damn Skippy.
Because I view myself I view myself on a higher plane. I know that this ain't really me. This ain't really me. This ain't really me. What you seeing, just like the Erykah Badu sound, what you seeing, this ain't really what it is. All it is, what you saying, this ain't really what it is. You think you seeing me.
Thanks for
this
not
ain't
choosing me. Oh my God. You got that right. Thanks for not choosing me. Well, I would keep you guys on the up to the up. And if you like this content, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button right now. If you have a comment, leave it down below. Like the video, click the bell. Hey, Lisa, it's funny. I do that when I see my trash man go by. I watch the pizza man make pizza. When I'm in my bag, I know my children are watching. You got that right. Everything is it's none of that for me. Because there's nothing that he said we ain't never heard before. Now, if he said it, I'd be like, you know what? We never heard that truth. We done all heard this. Y'all haven't heard it. So it makes you guys feel good because y'all young and haven't heard it. Or you heard it, but you didn't hear who it came from. So you heard it come out somebody else's mouth. She's right. I do not have the courage to allow a man to breathe, humiliate, and abuse my body, soul, and mind. She's absolutely bonkers. It's still early. I might come back with another video, but I see you guys from this one. I see you again on the next one. Peace out, my babies.